Hi, I'm Fran with Stampendous, and today I'm talking about paper. And I love all the paper arts and things that you can do. And I was thinking about how years ago when my niece and nephew were little and we had a stamping session one afternoon, they stamped all the paper in the house. And this was at my sister's house. And so when they ran out of the white paper, then they were stamping the grocery bags and they were happy as can be. But if you had only one paper, it would be wonderful to have a mixed media paper option that works for everything. So this is what we've done. This has been our favorite paper for a long time, and now we're able to offer it to you for a good value, and it is so versatile. It'll help you make a Stampendous impression every time. Whenever you see our Stampendous handmade cards, the white paper that we use is always the same. And whether you're seeing it here on these samples or on this batch over here, we're using the same white paper. So we've decided to offer it to you, and we've got a package here, and we're calling it the mixed media white paper. It comes in the 8.5-11, and you've got 25 sheets in the package. And as you can see, we've labeled it for a lot of the different uses: color pencils, paints, watercolor, and the alcohol markers. And that information is on the front so that you can identify it. And I want to show you a range of things that we use it on. And if we're just doing our basic stamping with any of our inks, it takes all of the inks beautifully. And whether you're stamping a bold pattern or like the house mouse, a really detailed pattern, you see that this paper gives a beautiful finish to all of it. And then sometimes we're doing color pencils and we're coloring on it, and it has a really nice finish to it to take the color pencils. And also, if you're using your alcohol markers, with the Copic markers, you can see the sampling that I did up here. And even down here, we did some other testing with the Spectrum Noir. And you can see any of your colors, it blends beautifully on this finish of paper. So you get a really nice effect. And it's a heavy enough weight paper that you have very minimal bleed through coming to the back of the paper. So for the value that we're able to give you on the mixed media paper, it really is the one paper that can work beautifully for all of these different mediums. It's a heavy enough paper that if you want to do a really thick layer of embossing, it holds up well for the weight of that. And in the same way, all of these cards were made starting with that same that one was on black, but the other ones are a white panel and then mounted on the black card. So I'll show you here, when we use it on the creative palette, in these first samples, this was a lot of heavy water spritzing on the creative palette, and it held up quite nice. It got a little bit warped, but as it dried, it flattened out again. And so a lot of watercolor works well. It's not as textured as you might select to do a watercolor, let's say on a d'Arches, watercolor paper. But for your mixed media efforts with watercolor, it works very well. Then I've done lots of printing on the creative palette using the neon refill inks. And I really like the feel of that on the paper, and that works out well. I've done it with metallic paints, and of course I've done a lot of printing with all of the acrylic paints, which are a heavier weight, and they kind of add weight to it, but still give you a really nice option. And this paper will fold well to make it into journals where you can print front and back. And it works beautifully for that. If you have an HP printer, you'll find it's an ideal paper. It's heavy enough to go through and feeds okay on mine. And if you want a matte finish to your photos, it's a great paper for that as well. So for all of your mixed media efforts, and if you had only one white paper that you could keep on hand, this would be the one. Mixed media white paper here from Stampendous.